Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video, let's create this cool transition effect using HTML and CSS. So let's get started. First, let's take a div. So I'm gonna write dot and then let's give it a class input box. So let's write input box and click on enter. Now inside this, let's take input and let's give it an attribute called spell check. Okay, and let's give it false. Okay, so basically this is an attribute that will tell browser whether to check spellings or not when the user is entering any text. Okay, simple guys, nothing else. And after that, let's take a label and let's write here enter your name. Okay, simple. Now you can see here we got this input box and we got this label element. Okay, now let's go to CSS. First thing what we'll do is that let's import a font family, that is pop-ins. So here I have already taken that. You can see I have already selected some font weights of pop-ins, and if I come here, so let me copy this one. Okay, let me paste it here. Yeah, awesome. Now first thing what we'll do is that let's write here padding 0. Okay, and after that let's write margin 0, and after that let's write box sizing border box. Okay, and if you want to know why I'm doing this one, watch this video, you'll understand that. Okay, yeah. Now what we'll do is that let me close this one. Let's take body first. Okay, and let's apply flex directly here. So I'll write display flex and then let's write justify content center, and after that let's write align items center. Okay, after that let's take minimum height as 100 viewport height. Okay, this means whatever the screen size that my web page is loading, I want my height should be 100% of that screen. Okay, simple. And after that let's write background color, and I want background should be 1D 2B 3A. Okay, simple. Now let's style this input box. Okay, so for that first let's take div which is input box and let's take input here. Okay, awesome. Now first thing what we'll do is that let's take width. I want width to be 350 pixel. Okay, and then height to be 60 pixel. Okay, something, and then let's take border radius to be 6 pixel. Okay, something, and then after that let's take padding. Okay, I want padding to be top and bottom 0 pixel and left and right 15 pixel. Okay, simple. Then let's take font size, and I want font size to be 18 pixel, and then after that let's take background. I want background to be transparent. Okay, now let's give it a border. So I'll write here border. Let's take 2 pixel solid and color should be white. Okay, so let's take F. Awesome. Now after that let's take outline to be none. Okay, awesome. And after that let's take color should be white. Okay, so let's take F again. Yeah, awesome. This looks much better. So let's move on. Now what we'll do is that let's target this label and let's style that. Okay, so for that let's again write dot input box and then let's write label. Okay, simple. And inside that first let's give it color. So I'm gonna give it white color. Okay, you can give anything you want. And after that let's give it font size. So I'm gonna write font size 16 pixel. Okay, and after that our next target is we need to put this enter your name label inside this one here. Okay, so for that what we'll do is that first let's write top maybe 50%. Okay, you see nothing will happen. Now I'll write left 15 pixel. Okay, you see now also nothing happened. Why? Because this label is a inline element, guys. Now what is the rule of inline element? We cannot set width and height, and we cannot position inline element to left, right, top or bottom. To be able to do that, we need to make it display block or display inline block or position it absolute or relative. Okay, we need to do any of these things. Now what I'll do is that I will position it absolute. So let's write here position and let's write here absolute. Okay, guys, now if you observe, when we gave it position absolute, immediately it came towards left corner and it is 50% away from top and 15 pixel away from left. But we don't want this, right? I want this to be inside this one, this input box. So to make that happen, we need to give position relative to the input box. So let's come here and let's write dot input box and let's write here position relative. Okay, now if you observe, this is positioning related to the parent. That means this label is behaving according to the parent input box, because we have given input box position relative and child label as position absolute. I hope you guys got the clarity. Now our next target is we need to center it correctly. Okay, so for that we have a beautiful property, that is transform. Okay, transform, and you can see guys, it will accept these many things. Along with this we still have more things guys. So among all these things we want only one thing, that is translate y. Okay, now this will take one parameter guys, that means one value. If you provide positive value, it will move downward. If you provide negative value, it will move upward from its current position. Now if I give 50 here, it will exactly sit in center. This is what we want, right? Yeah. Now let's write padding. Padding, I want 10 pixel on all sides. Okay, and let me give this thing here. Yeah, awesome. We also got some padding. And now let's take one more property, which is the hero of this project. So let's write transition. So guys, this will take 4 parameters. First parameter is property. On what property you want transition should take place, like opacity, transform, background color, etc. So for now, let's take opacity. To explain you guys, I'm taking opacity. So let's write here opacity. And second parameter is duration, which is nothing but you need to specify how long you want transition to take place. For example, I can write here 0.5 seconds. Okay, right. And third property is what kind of transition you want, like ease in, ease out, ease in, out. So let me take ease. Okay, and last parameter is delay, like how many seconds you want to wait before transition starts. Okay, so for example, I can type here 0.5 seconds. Okay, so let me comment this one and let's write here transition again, and here I'll put all and I'll write here 0.5 seconds. So this basically means apply transition on all properties, which is nothing but label. Second parameter 0.5 seconds, nothing but the length of my transition. And third parameter timing function, the default value of timing function is ease. And last parameter is delay. I don't want any delay, so that's why I did not give that last parameter. Okay, simple guys. And let's take one more last property guys, that is pointer events none. Okay, so this is basically nothing but we are telling browser to disable or to not respond to any hover or mouse clicks. And there is one thing I missed guys. I was wondering, is it because of my internet or what? We have imported Poppins Google font, but we did not use that. So let's write here font family and let's write here Poppins. Okay, so let's write here Poppins. Yeah, this looks much better now. Now let's select input here. So I'll write input and let's write focus. Okay, focus. And here let's write border. Okay, and border should be 2 pixel and solid, and then the color should be 00FDC4. Okay, simple. So if I focus on this one, you see we are seeing this border. Now let's come here and let's take some space. Yeah, let's write input again. Okay, input, and let's write here focus. Okay, and now let's write here this symbol, I don't know what it is called, and then let's take label. Okay, so this basically means when I'm focusing on this input element, the element which is adjacent to input, that is nothing but the element which is sitting right after the input, nothing but label, right? So this style should take place on that one. I'll write here top 0. Okay, and let's write padding maybe 0 and then 10 pixel left and right. Okay, and then let's take background, and I want background should be 1D, 2B, 3A. Okay, simple. Now observe guys what will happen. If I focus on this one, you see we are getting that cool transition effect, and that label is going to top position because we have given top 0. And we can also take required guys. So if I come to HTML, here we can type required. Okay, and this is just like a form validation, and here let's copy this one. Okay, and let me put comma here and let's paste that, and here instead of focus let's give valid. Okay, so it will just check for the valid input. And now if I focus on this one, you see we're getting that cool transition effect, and I can type something here. Okay, yeah, this is it for the video guys. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.